Hello, I'm Heidi Eliopoulos, Superintendent for the School District of Altoona. In this short screencast, we'll discuss how schools are funded, how an approved referendum will impact taxes, and how you can read your own tax bill to determine what a past referendum would cost you as an individual. In Wisconsin, schools are funded using a per pupil funding model. This means that a dollar amount is identified by the state, and the school district receives that dollar amount for each student enrolled in the district. In Altoona, our per pupil revenue dollar amount is $10,933.12. Oddly, not all schools have the same per pupil revenue amount. These amounts are essentially based upon each district's spending habits in 1992. In 1993, a new school funding model was put in place, and almost like musical chairs, everyone stopped where they were. All increases since then have been based on that 1993 starting point. This data is shared only to illustrate the difference in local revenue limits, not to compare districts. As you can see, the state average per pupil funding is $11,700, while Altoona is at $10,900. Districts in our area have a range of per pupil funding. Across the state, that range is even greater, with some districts receiving as little as $8,500 per pupil and others receiving as much as $22,000 per pupil. When you hear people referring to the school funding formula being broken, this is usually what they're referring to. Once the state identifies the per pupil funding for a district, that dollar amount is multiplied by the total number of students. That total dollar amount is the total revenue the district will receive for the year. In Altoona, this amount was about $23.5 million for the 22-23 school year. Part of that $23.5 million comes from the state and some from local tax dollars. When determining how much the state will contribute, they look at the total property value within the district boundaries. The state views our property values as an indication of our ability to pay for our own schools. The higher the property values, the less state aid is given. In Altoona, about 30% of our school district revenue comes from local property taxes, and about 70% comes from the state of Wisconsin. A past referendum would result in the school district portion of local property bills increasing by 69 cents for every $1,000 of fair market value. To find your own personal tax impact for the referendum, you would take the fair market value listed on your tax bill, multiply that by 0.00069, and that would give you your personal tax increase for a past referendum. The 2017 to 2021 census identified the average home value in Altoona as just under $180,000. So we took a tax bill for close to that amount as a sample to demonstrate how to find your own tax impact for a past referendum. We begin by identifying the total estimated market value as shown here. It's $186,000. Then we take 186,000 times 0.0069. That equals $128.34. So a past referendum would cost this homeowner $128.34 per year, or $10.70 per month if they escrow their taxes on a monthly basis. If you take your own property tax bill, you can complete this same equation to determine how much a past referendum would cost you as an individual. In our next screencast, we'll review the ballot language and show you how to find information about your polling place.